child's pose with our support. And just hug into that support, turn one side of the head one way. Let that support rest into the top of the body, into the heart, into the abdomen. And just let the whole body feel heavy. You're not holding on to anything. It's quite nice just to rest the back of the hands on your mat so your palms are facing upwards, or maybe it feels nice to hug the support that you're resting on. Eyes are closed. And just feel the breath entering through the whole of your body. Just coming back to the inner world. And maybe if it feels okay, coming back to your inner child. Maybe that's just remembering an image of yourself as a small child. We're going to be staying here for a few breaths. So just finding this rest, this comfort. And as always in our practice, we're going to treat ourselves as our best friend. Or maybe even as our pets that we love so much. If you think of an animal, when you come home, they are always so happy to see you. They have that unconditional love. Doesn't matter whether you're not dressed right, whether you're tired, that pet is always happy to see you. It loves you unconditionally just for who you are. Let's do that for ourselves. Accept yourself just as you are in this moment. Maybe just turning your head now to the opposite direction, just stretching through the neck. Staying with that long breath. And just feeling that support. Maybe as you rest here, you just take a moment to ask the inner child how they're feeling today. Maybe just taking a moment to tell the inner child that you're there for that child. Maybe during your practice today, you're going to take that journey together. Very slowly just start to bring yourself off of your support. Just push it over to one side. And then come into a table. We're going to walk our hands forward on our mat. And we're going to drop the forehead down, keeping the bottom high. So melting heart, you're melting your heart towards your mat. You're feeling that stretch in the upper body, the arms and the shoulders, and into your heart space. If you can't feel it, walk those fingers forward a little more, sit back a little more towards the heels, but the bottom stays high. We're going to stay for 2 more breaths. Just come back when you're ready into that table position. Let's open up and reach our right arm up to the ceiling. So we're taking a twist here, gazing towards the right hand. Drop the right hand back to your mat and take that twist the other way. Send that left arm long, twisting through the core, feeling the weight evenly in the right hand. And just stretching long. Dropping that right hand back down. Send the right knee long now. Squeeze that leg back. Pointing the toes and then flexing the foot, sending the heel back. And again, pointing the toes. Flexing the foot. Let's just do that one more time. And then draw the right knee into your chest and hug it in, squeeze it in, gaze down towards that knee. And then drop your knee down towards your hands, turn your big toe to the side of your mat. And we're going to walk our left leg back for Kapotasana Pigeon Pose. We're going to stay up on the hands for a moment and bring the gaze upwards, just feeling the throat area open. Maybe we're used to suppressing how we feel. We don't say what we think. Just feel this space opening. One more breath here. And then just start to drop down to your mat. If you want support, maybe your blanket, take it. Resting fully down, you're not holding anything in the body. Let the shoulders relax and the arms and the jaw. And just come back to your long breath. Just during your practice today, just acknowledging anything that comes up. Maybe you're holding your hand of your inner child and this journey is together. Maybe you're not quite ready for that stage. We're just going to lift off the head and walk the hands to the right side. Place your left hand on your right and drop the head down. Once again, just making sure you feel supported. If you need that block, that blanket, do grab it. And as always, if you need to come out any sooner, just come back to that first position of child's pose. One more breath. Take your time coming back up slowly and back to our table. So you should feel the blood and the energy flowing in that right side, that right knee, that right thigh, the glutes, the difference between the two legs. So we're going to start to take the left leg back now. First of all, pointing the toes behind. And then pushing the heel back, so you're just stretching into your ankle joint. Keep the tummy pulled away from your mat so you're not dipping into your lower back. We're going to point the toes, stretch through the heel, and again, last time, pointing the toes, stretching through that heel. We're going to start to draw that left knee in towards our chest. We're hugging it in tight. We're dropping the nose down towards that knee. The gaze is to the mat. We're pushing through the hands and the arms. Pulling that knee a little closer. Feeling the core. And then maybe dropping that knee down now, resting between the hands, the big toe to the side of your mat. And we're walking that right leg long as far as we can take it. We're coming up onto the hands, the gaze is coming upwards. And maybe just feeling the breath into the throat area. Maybe just letting go of anything that you're holding here. Any unsaid words or emotions that do not serve. And then dropping down when you're ready, all the way to your mat, to your support. Resting the whole of the forehead down. No tension in the arms, we're not reaching, we're just relaxing. The shoulders are open and no tension in the jaw. We're going to start to take that walk, so over to our left side this time, and our right hand is on top of our left as we drop back down. The head is towards that left knee. Just try and make sure your hips are balanced so you're not dipping over to the left side. And just have that alignment with the lower body. Coming back to checking in. And if anything's coming up that doesn't serve, just use your breath to release. Last breath. We come out slowly back towards our knees. We're going to tuck our toes and just take it back to a bended down dog. So just keep the bend in the legs to start and just start to send the arms long, relax the head. Feeling the upper back open, squeeze the inner arms. And then when you feel ready, maybe those heels start to delve closer to your mat. That breath is all the way in and all the way out. We're going to breathe in and just roll onto our toes and push our toes into the mat. We're going to exhale, roll back towards the heels. Just a slow movement, again rolling onto the toes. Delving down to the heels. And let's do that one more time, rolling up and right leg into a three-legged dog. So send that right leg back. Looking towards the hands, we're going to step that right foot forward and then just drop your left knee down. So you're riding up into your lunge. Relax that left foot. Remember, we're tucking the hips, so we're growing taller in the upper back. Maybe stretching the arms up into that lunge. We're going to plant our hands on the inside edge of that right foot. We're going to push back into the toes of the left foot. And then maybe here it's a rocking and rolling motion forward and back. Pushing back into that left heel, rolling to the toes, as we just did in our down dog. We're going to keep our left hand down and open and twist with our right arm. You can drop that left knee if you need. Holding and breathing. Last breath. Drop that right hand back down. Let's take it back to our down dog. Pushing the heels back. Maybe holding, maybe pedaling. Whatever feels good. Maybe taking a sigh out of the mouth as you exhale. Clearing the body of anything you're hanging on to. Last breath. And then we're going to send that left leg back into our three-legged dog. Arms stay straight and strong. We feel the weight evenly in the hands. We start to gaze forward as we roll that knee towards us. We step it forward. If we need to help with our hands, we do so into that lunge position, dropping the right knee down, coming up, just tucking the hips in. So really use your hands to push your hips forward. You should feel that stretch more than into that right hip, and bring up the arms in your lunge, maybe delving a bit deeper into that bent knee. Growing tall, reaching up. Last breath here. We're dropping our hands down inside edge of that left foot, and we're pushing into our toes again, if that feels okay. We've got that rocking motion forward and back, rolling from toes and pushing back to heels. Let's check it into the hips. It's an area that holds a lot of emotion. One more here. And then we keep that right hand down on our mat and we start to twist towards our knee, raising up that left arm. Remember, we can always drop our right knee down if we need. Last breath. We then plant that hand on the outside edge of the left foot and we step it back to our down dog. Taking whatever we need here, rocking, rolling, pedaling, maybe just holding. Long breath. We're going to start to take a walk towards the top of our mat. Keeping some distance in the feet, so the feet are hip width apart, and just folding towards the legs. Just letting the body feel heavy. We're then going to slowly roll all the way up, keeping the core pulled in as we come up, and then taking a breath in and reaching the arms up as well. Still keeping that distance in the feet. We're going to send the arms down and link the hands behind us, so we squeeze our arms back, pulling the shoulders back, gazes forward. We take that breath into the belly and we start to fold down towards our feet, sending the hands to the ceiling and letting the head feel heavy. No strain in the neck. Holding, squeezing, breathing fully. Last breath. We're going to come slowly up. Let our hands pull us upright all of the way. Release. Just roll the shoulders up, back and down. A few times. And the other way. We're going to step the feet wide. Have a block to hand if you need it. That's close by. We're going to breathe in and send the arms long. We're going to take a twist here. So our right hand is going to go over the side of our left foot. So maybe our block is here for our hand as we reach our left arm back. So we're really twisting deep into the upper body, but the legs are not going with us. The legs are planting into our mat like that tree trunk. And our arms are the branches, twisting, swaying, reaching. And we're going to hold. Send that breath to where it's needed. Where are you holding tension today? As you come back up, take hold of your block with your right hand. Send the arms long. Release. We're going to turn that right foot out a little. Our block is our support. As we bend into that knee, it is going to go over the ankle a little as we bring our block down and our left heel high. Now maybe we don't need to hold on to our block. Maybe we feel quite comfortable lifting off our hands. You decide. So it's half squat, half left leg long. Maybe you stay up quite high, and that's okay. Just coming to that place that feels good for you. We've got 2 more breaths. So remember, there's always the option to come out sooner. Last breath here. We're going to see if we can push up without that support all of the way. Well done. Bring your hands back to your hips and just turn the feet back to that neutral position. We're going to send the arms along. We've got the other side to do. So our left hand is going over towards our outside edge of the right foot. So maybe our block is there for that hand. Try and have your fingers pointing towards the same direction as your toes as you reach that right arm back. Feeling that twist through the arms as well, into that left arm. Yes. Make sure those hips are staying where they are. Well done, Jules, really concentrating on your alignment there. So really finding that point that feels okay. If there are niggles, if there are discomforts, then come out, go back in. Last breath. We're going to hold our block as we come up. We're sending those arms out to the side. That left foot now is delving out a little. Our block is in our hands as we bend into that left knee. Maybe the knees click in as mine did. Drop your block down. Send your right foot high. Maybe the hands come off. Should feel quite a deep stretch in that inner leg. We've got 2 more breaths. And if you do find that your ankle or your heel was staying up quite high, you can always shift your leg out a little, as I just did, and it drops it down. We've got 1 more breath. We're going to see if we can push up without bringing our hands down into that leg, legs long. So take both feet out to the side now. We've got our goddess squat, so our hands are going to come out. We're going to bend into our legs, dropping down. So from here, we're going to drop our right elbow down as well and reach with our left arm. So again, the legs are not moving now. They're grounding into the earth. That breath is long. We're not holding the breath. We're just holding the pose. We're going to come back to center. We've got our wide fingers, our power arms. And then drop that left elbow, reach with the right. Grabbing what you want for the day today. Your desires, your dreams, how you want your day to flow. And we're coming back. We're going to push up, straighten those legs. We're going to delve back down. We're going to push up strong. We're going to reach the arms up now, grabbing that day. And we're going to delve back down. Holding, breathing all the way into the tummy. We're going to do it 1 more time. Reach up. Grab those stars, those dreams, whatever you desire, and delve back down. Last one here. I look like I'm sitting on a Buddha as I look into the camera there. Last breath. And straighten. Turn those feet in. We're going to keep the legs wide for a moment. You're going to take the hands back behind you. Squeeze those fingers, shoulders, look up. Delve all the way down. Maybe your head rests on your block now. Maybe that feels quite nice if it reaches the level that your head comes to. Relaxing, releasing, unfolding down towards your mat. Feeling that all the way up the back. Imagine you're sitting your bottom back towards the wall behind you. Last breath. Just relax your arms now, so your hands are either side of your shoulders. And just start to feel like the weight is going into the toes more, so you're sending the body just a little bit more forward now. The hands are supporting you. Just playing away with that weight balance. And then maybe delving back into the heels and stretching the arms forward like you're trying to grab something in front of you with the arms. Sending the bottom back towards that wall again behind you. Yes, we're going to stay one more breath. And then walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Take hold of your block again. Send the feet a little closer in, and we're going to squat down and push up, folding towards your block. So we're just bending in, sitting down and pushing back up. Let's just do one more. Squatting down, maybe staying here a little longer. And then pushing up. And this time we're rolling all the way up. Hands to the hips, step those feet in, give the feet a pedal, grab any water that you may need, and then come back to your mat. So when you're ready, we're going to come back to our table. You can have your blocks just close by. I'm going to work a little bit more now into the side body. So keeping your left hand down and your left knee, we're just going to shift the left foot out to the side a little. As you roll up, send the right leg long and reach up with the right arm. So if you shift that left foot back a little, it just helps with your balance, and you can take it back far, you can take it back just a fraction. We're reaching with that right hand, we're trying to grab the ceiling. And if you want to, we can set that right leg back as well. If you want to delve even further, maybe you take hold of that right ankle. There's always options. Playing around with balance. You really keep that core tight. The movement is coming from the middle of the body, supporting everything. Last breath. Release back slowly to that table position. Just shift the hands a little more forward and just roll through the body. So take your time here, ease out any niggles. We want the energy in our body to flow freely. Let the eyes close. Let's reverse the other way. Last circle here. And then we're coming back to that table position. So I've just shifted around so I can see you. Hopefully it doesn't confuse you. I'm going to take the right leg back. So if you take your right leg back this time now, and that left foot is out, and we're reaching up with our left hand. So you just need to make sure that your right wrist is in line with your shoulder. So if you feel it's a little bit in or a little bit out, just bring it back in line. That left arm is long. So maybe we're staying here, we're reaching up with that left hand. Maybe we're taking that left leg out and we're engaging all along that left side of the leg, all the way into our hips. Or maybe that final option is kicking back, taking hold of the foot or the ankle, finding that balance. Last breath. We're going to release. We're going to drop back down to our table. Bring the knees together, sit back to your heels, roll the head down, drop the arms alongside you into a Balasana, child's pose. Come back to the breath. Check back in with how you feel. Maybe checking back in with the inner child. And stay here for a few more breaths. Last breath. From here, just roll yourself back to that table, and we're going to drop down onto our elbows. The palms come together, or you can link the fingers. We're going to bring the knees together. And then from here, from this position, just tuck your toes. And as you push up, send your head down towards your arms. So this is dolphin pose. We're using our upper body. We're not resting on the head. And we're going to just start to walk the feet maybe a little closer to our head. So the weight is on our arms. You can feel that. Do come out sooner if you need. No strain on the neck. Yes. Maybe those feet can come in a little closer to the head. And when you come out, you come back to that Balasana. So come out when you need. If you want to hold longer, do so. When you release out, you roll back into that child's pose. So sometimes when we slow our practice down, we think it will be easy. And in fact, quite often it's more challenging. You're sitting with the pose longer. You're maybe sitting with thoughts. You're holding, you're strengthening your muscles. And as we get older, anything that puts weight on our muscles, like our yoga practice when we hold, strengthen. Really good as we go into menopause years to strengthen our bones. So we're going to take one more breath here, and I know you're not all that menopause years, just me. Last breath in Balasana. As we roll up this time, our hands are going on our mat. We're stepping back into a plank pose. Pulling away from your mat, the gaze is down. Holding, breathing fully. And then just drop your hips down. Give your lower back a stretch in an up dog. Staying on the toes and then pushing back to your plank, like you're pushing your heels back. Very good. Let's just do that again. Roll onto the toes. Drop the hips, hover above your mat in your up dog. Relax the shoulders. And then this time drop the knees down and sit back to those heels with the arms extended. We're going to roll straight back into our plank, back onto those toes. And this time we're going to slowly lower to our mat, all the way down. Release the toes, release the arms alongside you. Arms a little away from the body, a little bit of distance in the feet. We're going to roll up the chin, the chest, the arms, the legs. We're going to squeeze the whole of the back of the body. We're strengthening our lower back when we come to this pose. We're holding, we're breathing fully. Squeezing the glutes. We're going to slowly roll back down with control, with that out breath. Drop the chin, the arms, the legs. And then the next in breath is bringing us back up. Slowly, slowly. Holding, squeezing. Staying here. Exhale brings us back down. Take a pause. And we're going to do that one more time, rolling up. Breathing in, pulling away from your mat. Sending the arms long, the legs long, shoulders relaxed. Last breath. Slowly, slowly back down, all of the way. Send your right arm out alongside you, palm facing down, in line with your right shoulder. Bring your legs together. Our left hand is our lever. We're going to roll onto our right ear, our right hip, maybe even further, rolling further back. Whatever feels good. Close the eyes, sending the breath into that right shoulder. Last breath. Roll slowly back onto the tummy. We're sending that left arm out to the side of our mat. Our right hand is our lever. We roll up onto that left hip. Maybe going further back depending how we feel. And holding. Close the eyes. Coming slowly back to center. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Push back once again into your child's pose. Drop the head, drop the bottom to the heels. Maybe keep the arms along the legs, whatever you prefer. Stay in here for a few breaths. And then when you're ready, roll back up and let's just come onto our backs. So coming all the way down. Taking a bend into the legs. Pushing the spine into the mat, tucking in the chin. And then we're just going to place our right heel on top of our left knee. Draw that left knee in. Wrap your hands around the outside edge of the knee or under the thigh. And squeeze in. Holding here. Maybe as you inhale, you release a little. And then as you exhale, you squeeze back in. Just let the movement flow with your breath. The next exhalation, just hold and maybe draw up the head as well. Releasing all the way back down to your mat. And then changing sides. Left heel, right knee. Drawing the right knee in. Making sure the chin is tucked in. And you have that breathing and movement together. Just staying within, not letting the mind wander into the outer world. Staying with your inner world. Maybe drawing up the head and holding here. Release all the way back down. Uncross the legs. Keep some distance in the feet, arms alongside you. Tucking in the tailbone, we're going to start to roll to a gentle bridge, bringing the arms up behind. Squeezing our glutes. Relaxing the arms. Feeling that weight into the feet. Just close the eyes. Exhale, slowly lower with control. Send the arms out to your sides, palms facing upwards. Drop the legs over to the right. Maybe that right foot goes onto the left knee to take that twist further. And the head to the left. Eyes are closed. Really slowly rolling back. Arms stay where they are and just drop the knees to the left. Maybe that left foot on top of the right knee and the head over to the right. Closing the eyes. Complete surrender. Just feeling space in the body. Last breath here. Slowly release, coming back to that center position and draw the knees in. Give yourself a hug, maybe a roll to side to side. When you feel ready, just roll over to one side. And we're going to finish back in our supported child's pose. So I want you to have your pillow, your bolster, whatever you have to hand. But with your blanket, we're going to bring it around our shoulders. So hopefully you have a blanket too. And that blanket is going to go over our shoulders like a cloak. Our bolster, our support is between the knees. And then as we fold down, we lower our left ear down onto that support. Our blanket is around our shoulders. And once you've been here for a little while, maybe try just bringing that support, that blanket, over your head completely, if it feels okay. So you're creating a little cocoon for yourself. If it doesn't feel comfortable with the left ear on the bolster, turn the right ear or even rest the forehead. You are going to decide. You're just coming to complete rest, complete support in your supported child's pose. Letting the eyes close, letting the body just feel heavy. Coming back to the inner child within. Maybe that inner child is happy. Maybe that inner child is scared. Maybe that inner child is sad. taking that inner child by the hand. Telling your inner child that you're there every step of the way. Maybe going on a journey together. Into your eyes and telling yourself how much you love you. I love you. Just feeling that love, that warmth spread throughout into your inner heart, into that inner space. Knowing that that inner child is within each and every one of us. When you feel ready, come to that inner child and give it love. Just starting to come to any sounds around you now. Waking up from that place of innerness. Just feeling the energy flowing. Maybe bringing a smile to your face. Love for yourself. And very slowly bring yourself back up off of your support. We're going to finish with one Om mantra. Feel free to join in at home. Bring your hands to your heart. Thank yourself for your practice this morning. And bow to Namaste. Namaste everyone. Thank you so much.